Okay, so what are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about product or solution development and then how it is sold to your client or target market, because there's different terms there. So product or solution, people talk about services. Well, in the end, no matter whether it's a product, a service, or a knowledge base or whatever, you're actually providing a solution to a client's problem. So it's important to understand that so that you can actually determine what problem that is and how you're going to solve it. So, what are you selling? Is it a physical product? Is it tangible? That can include things like software and so forth like that. It's something more tangible. In the end, again, it's going to solve someone's problem. Knowledge-based advice. So in my business, that's the tax advisory side of it. How do you structure the ownership of a business and so forth, versus, and which also includes the tax compliance side, because it's all based on professional knowledge. All of these are solutions to solve a client's issue or need or problem, and that's really important to understand. So in that case, they could all be called solutions. Okay, who are you selling to? The client avatar, the trendy new term. So it's developing a picture of who you want to target to use your product. So they've got to have that problem we're talking about and want a solution to it. Now, there's a difference here between needing and wanting. So part of the process is to actually create the want for them to do it, because they can need to do something, but you've got to create in their mind the want to do it, the want to engage. Where are they? Now, is it a geographical issue? Those sort of considerations, how your service delivery or product delivery, how does that work? What are their sort of habits? Because if you can understand how they live and where they hang out, then sometimes that process of getting to them is easier. So how are you selling the product, the solution? Method of delivery, is it online? Is it face-to-face? Is it a combination of both? So how are you going to create that process around the method of delivery? And the whole COVID scenario has changed this dramatically for many businesses. A lot of people have gone to much more online shopping. A lot of people have gone to many more Zoom meetings for professional solution delivery. So it's understanding what is most effective versus the cost of it as well. But sometimes you need to spend a little bit more to make it more effective. Is it a one-off sale? Thanks for coming, see you later, probably never see you again. Or are you trying to create a long-term client that will come back to buy and buy again, or be on some sort of ongoing service package delivery? Ongoing, you will still have some natural attrition, so it means you can't just rest on your laurels. You've still got to be out there selling often. So creating that repeat business, it's much easier to upsell or resell to an existing person because you know who they are, you know where they live, you've got a way of contacting them. But if you're trying to get cold people all the time, there's much more process in the advertising and promotion. And is it a scalable system of delivery? So if you get more and more clients, particularly in the professional knowledge area, how do you create a process that allows you to continue to provide those services as the need grows? There's time for training new staff. What sort of system do you have in even templates or whatever for professional services? With the online sector, where is the pure online sales routine, the software solution, versus getting the stock together for delivery or something like that? Okay, so there we were talking about determining what your solution to what problem you're offering to some person to buy it. Now, next phase is we're going to look at how do you price that to make a profit, because in the end, isn't that why you're in business? Some of the things we'll cover off, understanding direct costs. versus variable costs. How do they affect the pricing scenario? What profit margin do you add to be reasonable within the industry, or to put yourself at a certain point within the industry, like a budget direct insurance versus a premium product supplier? And what are the industry norms and competition? Be very careful here. I don't mean just copy someone else and do what they're doing, because they may not be making a profit and you want to make a profit. So be very aware of the situation that you're looking at. So thank you very much for today, and we look forward to seeing you with our next session on the pricing considerations.